Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Canadian Film Forecast for the week of May 25th. It is the last week of May, and I feel like this month went by, as they all seem to do, in a flash. But I'm looking forward to June, and here to welcome the last week of this month with me, as always, over in Vancouver, we've got Anita Adams and Catherine Brodsky.
Hello.
Hey, ladies. And right here in downtown Toronto, it seems, we've got Anita Boki. Hello.
I'm loving that backdrop. You look so, big city girl.
Metropolitan.
Very metropolitan.
Yeah, I like it. It's a very black and white palette too, which I'm digging. Okay. So let's start off with you, as we always do. Analea, you are the Canadian film correspondent. So what's new?
Well, we are looking forward to the announcement of the winners for the 2020 Canadian Screen Awards.
Yeah.
So it's one of those events that it's hard to miss in person, but thank goodness they're going to be broadcasting on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So, it's a virtual way that everyone can participate and kind of meet each other online. But just wanted to mention that Anne at 13,000, Antigone, The Body Remembers, When the World Broke Open, The 20th Century, and White Lie are all up for the 2020 Best Motion Picture nomination. And for Best Doc, one in the lineup that we spoke to is Invisible Essence, The Little Prince.
Yeah.
And some of the films we covered, like Riot Girls, James and His Future Self, Stand, Disappearance at Clifton Hill, and American Woman and Mouthpiece. Those are also, they're up for other categories, so just keep an eye out for those.
Tons of great films. It's so great.
Tons of great films. And I wanted to mention that All About Who You Know is As You Know opening on the 28th. And one last thing I have to report. If you are a Canadian film fan, which I hope you are because you're tuning in, please, please, please share our Twitter account and all our other accounts, but we're 24 followers away from 10,000 people.
Yay.
And I know there's a lot of people out there. We're a large country. We cover Canadian film from coast to coast. So please share with your friends and have them follow. Thank you. That's me.
Awesome. So close. Would be great to see who's that person that's going to push us over the edge. Yeah. Maybe we'll give them a prize of some sort, like a free download to the next film.
I have a couple of download codes for some films. So
great idea. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Thanks, Anlea. And now we're going to head over to Anita with Anita's picks.
My turn. Okay, awesome. I got a couple of other great titles for you. Before I make my new recommendations, last night we had our virtual Canadian Film Salon, and we got together to talk about Atarajat, The Fast Runner. And I have to say, if you have an opportunity to watch films, even separately on your own, but then come together to discuss it, it's so fun, it's just, and this Canadian Film Salon that we have, the virtual Canadian Film Salon, it's like a book club for film. And I always get so much more out of these movies when I have an opportunity to get together with people and talk about them. And I left watching that film. It initially, I think it was made in 2001. So I saw it the first time many, many years ago. And watching it again this weekend was like, wow, we have such a diverse country with so many amazing, interesting lives and people, and our filmmaking across this country is just stellar, and it's a great opportunity to discover some really cool new things that are out there. So on that, I've got a couple titles. It also happens to be Asian Heritage Month, so I wanted to highlight again another Asian Canadian film that I think is a fabulous choice. It's called Double Happiness, Mina Shum's film. This, again, is an older title. Such a delightful, delightful story. It stars Sandra Oh, and she plays this young actress, and she's basically challenging her Asian Canadian family with their expectations. And it takes you on a really beautiful ride, beautiful character development. Check this one out. It's on CBC Gem and it will delight your heart. The second title I wanted to mention is How She Moved. Now this film, it has a slightly, I would say, formulaic plot. However, it's forgivable because the story, the acting, the energy, like you are gonna want to shake a move when you watch this film. And I am a huge sucker for dance movies. I love dance movies. I think I was meant to be a dancer in a former life. And this one just pulls me right in. It's about this young woman who has this ambition to be a medical student. And the movie begins with her sister has actually died of a drug overdose. And she's forced to move back and move into a horror crime infected area. And she has to give up her posh school. And she's drawn into a dance contest. And when she finds out that the top prize is $50,000, she sees this as her ticket to get back to medical school. And it's a fun, upbeat, uplifting. Again, you're just going to want to shake a move when you watch this film. So check it out, also on CBC Gem. There you go. Back to you, Priya.
Amazing. CBC Gem has some great films for sure. It's like every Canadian film ever made almost lives on that platform.
You know what? No, I agree that they have a lot of great content, but what I love is that they are really curating their content. So it's not like just every Canadian film is landing there, but there's some really great stuff, and they're freshening it up. Like I just noticed they added Milton's Secret to that to their playlist. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to be recommending that one soon. I guess I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you just did. But you can give us more details on that next time.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks so much, Anita. And moving on over to Catherine for the Brodsky Report.
Hi, everyone. So the Banff World Media Festival, it kicks off May 26th with a masterclass session focusing on Snowpiercer. And the festival will continue virtually with 4 months of content and events. So that sounds really exciting. Check out their website. In terms of like getting back into filming, there's talks that Manitoba might actually end up being the first to reopen, especially given their low COVID numbers. And it might be really injecting quite a bit of business into that area with productions that might have otherwise actually not shot there and were planned for outside Manitoba. So it would be interesting to see what happens with that. And, you know, everyone is, of course, consistently talking about when we're getting back into the swing of things. And from what we're hearing, we're expecting to find out what the production protocols are going to be somewhere in early June, because the proposal is going to be presented, I believe, on June 1st. So we should be able to find out what's going to be, you know, what is life on set going to look like. It's definitely going to be different, some good, some bad, some ugly, but we'll keep you in the know all about all of that in our weekly forecasts. And you know, if you love documentaries, don't forget Hot Docs Film Festival. It starts this week on May 28th. And you can find out more at hotdocs.ca. So if you're in Ontario, you'll be able to watch some great documentary films. So check that out. And back to you, Priya.
Thanks so much, Catherine. Yeah, a lot of amazing docs every year at Hot Docs, and I know a lot of people are going to miss going out to the festival in person. Great industry sessions and all online too. It's really cool to see how some of these industry events and festivals are finding ways to navigate these times of social distancing. So it will be cool to see how TIFF reacts. No word on that yet, but we're all very curious to see how that festival moves forward. That's it for us for this week. I did just want to mention that if you're a fan of either the podcast or the Amazon Prime TV show Homecoming, check it out. And the star, one of the stars, Stephen James, was born right here in Canada. We're so proud of his success. And you can see him in 2 of his previous roles, one for which he was nominated and I believe won the CSA for his role in Race, and the other, of course, the amazing Book of Negroes, both of which are available on CBC Gem. So check out Stephen James before he hit Hollywood and hit the big time, because we discovered him first. And for all your Canadian films, if you have some news to share, be sure to tag us at First Weekend Club. That's number 1, ST Weekend Club, and hashtag CDN Film Love. That's it, ladies. We'll see you next week.
Awesome. See you guys.